morning. Good morning. Let's lower that music a little bit. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Trading with David 305. Let's see what the market is doing and has done since yesterday. It looks like a massive pump. So dipped down yesterday, filled that gap pretty much, broke this level, retested the level, and it figured it wanted to go up, broke the EMAs, EMA 50, EMA 200, broke it, kept going, filled this gap. These are 1 hour gaps, imbalances, and looks like it's at a resistance pivot point right now on the 1 hour. So let's see what happens. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. And if it's your first time, welcome to Trading with David 305. Let's see what the market wants to do today. I feel like we're gonna hit a banger today. That's just how I feel. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna hit a banger. ATR is at 16 currently, so that's good. It's low. So when the market opens, probably pump up to 30 something. I like that. ATR, average trading range. Very important to know so you can manage your risk properly. But of course, this is not financial advice. There's always risk on the table. Education and entertainment purpose. All right. So yeah, we're trading. In case you're watching, you don't know what you're looking at right now. We're watching the NASDAQ futures market. I'm gonna trade the micro NASDAQ right now. That's what MNQ is here in the corner. So that's just to manage my risk with these certain accounts that I'm using right now. They don't have a lot of drawdown. They all have about $2,000 of drawdown. It's just a better way to manage your risk. There's minis, and then you'll see if there's minis, it would be NQ. 10 micros equals 1 mini, so you know more or less what the risk management is. Today was not gloomy, so that's probably why I feel a little better. Last 3 days been gloomy outside in Miami. Today the sunshine finally came out and became the sunshine state again. But we're also getting a cold front. I don't know if you know, if you live in Florida. I know it's not a cold front compared to what you guys feel up north, but it's cold for us. If it gets to 40 or 50, that's cold, because we're usually at 80 on the regular. Yeah, so looks like a big pump, big V-shaped recovery from the dip yesterday. Looks like it found a lot of liquidity. I'm looking at a 4-hour chart here that I have. In case you see me like leaning like this, I have it on this side. This is the 5-minute time frame. This is the 1 hour time frame. So just in case you're wondering what we're looking at, let me take this blue line off, because I think that was the dip from yesterday. I was like, oh, if it dips below this, let's see. Yeah, a lot of time has passed, so we can take that out so it doesn't confuse us. I still have the opening range from Friday. I'm gonna take that off soon, but I'm glad that we're out of it. Notice that the trend is up, so we want to go with the trend, not get caught in a pullback. So when it does pull back, that's when we should take it long. It is creating higher highs, these blue dots here, higher highs, lower lows. So the trend is going up. Just for reference again, this is VWAP, the purple dotted line on here. This is the EMA 200. This is EMA 50. And I don't know if this is EMA 21 or 14. I'll tell you right now. Look at my configuration. You can see it. We got EMA 50, EMA 21. Okay, I didn't remember. In Tampa, it's gloomy. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully we can hit a banger today and brighten up the day, regardless of what it looks out anywhere. All right. So we're gonna stay patient. We're gonna stay disciplined, and we're gonna wait for the best setup possible. I'll kind of walk you through what I'm looking for. At this point, I want to see some sort of a pullback, sweep some liquidity, and rip right back up. It's been pumping. Let's see. It's been pumping up since since last night. Let's look on the 5 minute here. All right, so this was New York. This little space here without any color is Asia session. Asia looks like it kind of started pumping at the end of the day, getting closer to the London Open. London just ripped. So maybe New York distributes down today, maybe. Or it keeps ripping. I mean, but usually for it to go higher, it needs to come down. Retest these EMAs, fill these imbalances, and then rip right back up. But since we're looking at 5 minute time frames, we probably want to be catching some shorts. Maybe. We just got, it really depends at the moment you want to get in. Looks like it's going to hit the previous day high. This is the previous day right here. Let me zoom in. This thing is looking really small. Whoa. Here we go. Previous day high is right here, so it's about to tap that. A lot of liquidity up here. Usually it'll tap something up here, hit a lot of take profits for a lot of people. They usually put their take profit at the top of the previous day high. Sweeps that, you'll see a wick, comes down, retest these EMAs. Either it'll break them or bounce right off them. So yeah, I'm gonna look for the bounce. We want to go with the trend, right? We want to go up. I personally don't want to go short and then it rips right back up and I'm fighting the trend. I don't want to fight the trend. We need to look for a good setup. Once it hits one of these, see how it reacts. If we start seeing a bullish pin bar, then we catch it up. And we'll get our hopefully 40, 50 points, 60 points if lucky. So we want to look for a pullback and then it's shooting up. That's more or less what I'm looking at. We want to see this come down, shoot up, because that's how market structure works. And that's how we trade over here. That's how we're going to trade. We're going to trade smart. We're not going to fight the trend. I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, looking for shorts. It's been going up all day. It's been going up since yesterday. I mean, man, they do a break of structure. Look at this 5 minute. On the 5 minute, the super trend is showing bullets. So again, we want to find a pull. Bam. V. Looking for a V. Uh, all right. There is no news. I already checked. I mean, there was news earlier in the morning, so maybe that's what gave it a little pump, and it was all positive. I can pull it up so you guys can look at it. There we go. I was looking at it. Yeah, 8:30 red folder unemployment claims. Very low. Not very low, but it's lower than expected. What was forecast was 215,000 unemployment claims, and it came in at 198. So that pumped the market green. That's why you see that big upwards trend. And then these orange folders, I mean, yeah, they're green too. So, but everything else pretty irrelevant. But always risk on the table when you're on a trade, because you don't know if somebody sends out a tweet, something happens in China, an earthquake, anything could happen at any moment, and you'll see a crazy reaction in the market, and you're like, what the heck is this? So you always got to protect yourself. Always got to protect yourself. Always have a stop loss. So, yeah. It's about to be 9:12. ATR is at 16 still, so that's good. I'll lower this just a little bit more. Let's see what happens today. Depending on the ATR is how I trade. So if it stays in the 30s, even 20s, I'll trade all 4 accounts. If it stays high, it jumps to the 40s, just trading 1 account. I'll just trade this Apex account. That's an eval. Apex evaluation. Let's see here. So we see this is how we're doing on the week. So far, we had that one banger on Monday. So I'm still green on the 3 accounts. Two are funded, one's an eval. This is the eval. And let's see what happens. So yeah, I need like 400 left on this eval to pass it and get it funded. Then we'll have 3 funded accounts. So we got to play it smart, wait for the best setup, and take a good trade. Again, the most I'm willing to lose today, I would say 200. 200 today. But we're not gonna swing. We're gonna win. But of course, there's no guarantees, all right? We just gotta manage risk as best as possible. I do have auto trail on. It moves up and starts trailing once it hits 160 ticks. What is 160? I believe 160 ticks like 40 points. Yeah, I can get a calculator. I don't feel like doing the math right now. But yeah, NinjaTrader, for whatever reason, lets you do it. Has to do it through ticks. So, you could do the conversion. As you can see, my ATM strategy, 60 points is my TP, 50 points is my stop loss. That's a bracket order as soon as I enter the trade. That's just me. Everybody's threshold is different. I know that 50 points on 1 micro is $100, and that usually gives me enough wiggle room to let the market fluctuate pretty well if the ATR is under 40 or 40 or less than 50, right? So yeah. We got 15 more minutes to the New York Stock Exchange opens. All right. And we should see what direction the market wants to go in. I hope you guys like the new music. It's a little A little hip hop, kind of better than the elevator. Oh, it is elevator music, but hip hop version. Let's see what the market wants to do. Look how crazy. You know what sucks? Right now, somebody who has their TP right here at previous day high, and this thing just went psych and starts going down here. Like, come on, man. Just tap it. Just tap it. Those poor people. But yeah, I mean, that's part of the game. Part of the game is that. Well, yeah, let's try to center it just a bit for the market open, because it's gonna be pretty big moves, I think. Like I said, the market opens usually about 90 points, moves in 90-point ranges, you know. So yeah. Let's see, maybe over the weekend I'll get I'll get another account. So I have another account to play with. Maybe I'll do something a little more riskier than just one micro, so you can see some serious price movement and risk a little bit more. Um, Instead of making $100 here, which, hey, making $100 here, $100 there in a few minutes, still, I think it's still pretty impressive. But I know you see all these YouTubers or Instagrammers making 10,000 in one day, or 5,000 or 20,000. Like, these people have been doing, either they've been doing it for a long time, or they they just like putting a lot of risk on the table, which, I mean, everybody to each their own, you know. I'm okay with my 150, 120, $100 a day per account. I'm happy with that for now. Obviously, later on, you scale up, you start scaling. All right, now I want to make 200, now I want to make 300, and you start mentally preparing yourself. But you got to get good. You have to um, risk what you can cope with. You know, that's all I say. If you're not okay losing $500, don't do it, because it's gonna wreck you, and you're gonna quit, and you'll be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I just lost five. Like, that's crazy. But you could take a $50 hit. You could take $100 hit. You know. Um. Now, again, I highly recommend, if you're learning, use a prop firm to learn with. That's the best option. Best way to manage your risk. They're like, they range from like $25 to $100, and they give you a drawdown. Drawdown is the amount of capital you could lose, about 2,000 to 2,500 on a 50K account. Yeah, that's the best way to start off and learn, and not lose your mind if you lose real live funds. I mean, there's people that want to, they don't like the rules, the prop firms, because the prop firms do give you rules, and they want to see consistency. And if you show them that you're consistent and you can consistently make money, they will pay you payouts. And you hit their goals, they will pay you. And I've gotten payouts. I mean, I could show you guys, no problem, easy. So y'all can see, I've had some payouts. Let's see if I can pull some payouts so y'all can see some payouts. See, this ain't a game out here. Where is mm, 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 mm. Yeah, let's see, screenshots. No. Past evals. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Boom. This is one of prop firms. There you go. That was last year. I've been doing this for about almost 2 years. Let me see another one. There you go. Let's go. Let's see another one. Hey, I'm just saying, 50K accounts. Yeah, guys, those are just some, and you guys could do it too. Use the prop firms. Um, yeah, like you said, a lot of these people, gurus, influencers, they'll show you the 20K that they made, but they won't show you the 50K that they lost. So, I mean, to me, it's just disingenuous. They don't show you the losses. Sometimes they do, or they'll show you a little loss. They'll never show you when they go on tilt. Or man, I'm 100% transparent. Like you're gonna see me like here we are. It's live. You're gonna see my thought process. You're gonna see the win. You're gonna see the loss. You're gonna see the break even. You're gonna see how I react and how I keep discipline. You've seen that I've lost, and I'm like, all right, whatever. You have to be okay with the losses and wait for the next setup. Take it, win or lose. If it wins, great. Yeah, done. If it loses, done. Not like, oh, I want to get it back. I need to get my money back. That's how you go from losing 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000. And you're like, oh my God, what is happening? Some days the market just doesn't move in the way you want it to move. It just happens. Or it does, and it just keeps tapping your damn stop loss. And you're like, what the heck is going on? It's happened to me. I've blown accounts, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I need to relax. I need to relax. It happens to all of us, man. We are all again, we're all emotional creatures, and we don't like to lose, But the market doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care what you think you know sometimes. And sometimes when you get into that rage of getting your money back, you're not really thinking properly. You're not looking for the best setup. You're just trying to get that money back real quick, and you end up just taking bad trades, really bad trades. So yeah, we got 9:23. We're almost there. Almost at New York Open. Let's see how the day goes today. Let me take this away for right now. Later, guys, I'll show you guys. So you guys can see the total and see how we do today. I mean, I'll have it popped up. Don't worry, man. I'll show you guys. I just want to see the screen and the graph right now. Yeah. So again, guys, if you're tuning in now, I trade the NASDAQ futures market, the futures market. The futures market means you're betting the future. Is it going up or is it going down? Are you going to go short or are you going to go long? Look, so if that person stayed patient, it came down, boom, finally hit their TP. Congratulations to whoever that is. Let's see how it reacts to that zone of previous day high. But sometimes it happens. Sometimes it gets like right there, doesn't tap that area. Oh, my timer, 5 minutes till market open. So sometimes, yeah, it gets here, or it doesn't even touch it, and comes right back down. So yes, I would say like if I'm that guy that I'll put it just like right here, TP, just so that doesn't happen to me. And and just the way that it is, sometimes it'll just come right there and not tap it there either. So I mean, it's rough. You just got to keep an eye on it. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's my Darth Vader coffee mug. Oh my gosh. Let's see. It's gonna be an interesting day. Let's see what happens. ATR is going up. We're at 18. Gotta stay patient over here. Later on, I will make videos explaining what EMAs are, explaining what the super trend is, explaining VWAP, volume weighted average price. VWAP is what a lot of institutions use. Banks, they use that level very strongly. So that's why there's usually a strong reaction there. They have a lot of orders, usually by VWAP. Remember, there is about, if you are trading with me, there is about a 10-second delay from the moment I do things to the moment you guys see it. So keep that in mind. Almost there. Oh, it's pumping. So as you can see, it's pumping here. Let's see what happens. This is bullish if I've ever seen. But like I said, we're not going to chase. We're not going to chase this long. We're going to wait for a pullback. We want to see some close red. Once we start seeing a reaction to some of these levels green, we want to go long. Will it be an orb break today? I don't know. We're gonna try to wait for orb. That is usually the best idea. Is waiting for orb. Orb is the 15-minute opening range breakout. That is orb. Very important. A lot of people use it. It's very popular because it works. If you use it properly. It works. And you have to know when it's a fake out. Sometimes they want to fake out the orb traders. You got to know when the fake out's coming, And sometimes doesn't matter. You might think you know the fake out. It's not a fake out. So, I mean, man, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? Everybody would do it. But I like that it's hard. I like that it's difficult. Most people won't do it. And that makes you special if you can. It is what it is. What's the statistic? 98 or 97% of traders are unprofitable and unsuccessful or fail. That's because they're not disciplined. Most people aren't disciplined. And you got to set rules, but there's plenty of, if you get this right, if you learn how to do this, you can make more than a doctor. You can make more than an attorney. Look, stock market just opened 9:30 while I'm talking. More than a surgeon combined in a day if you get really good. So the limit of potential is limit. There is no limit. It's limitless. That's the truth. It's limitless. There's no cap here. You know how like in a casino, if you go to gamble, you make 2 million or something, they'll be like, you got to get out of here. You're killing us. This doesn't care. Keep going. It's unlimited. They keep going. They don't care. There's $65 trillion in here, more or less. 65 trillion. So this is the world here. This is the world. So the world's economy, finance. So yeah, let's see how this plays out. Let's wait for the first 15 minutes and just see. Like I said, we want to see this. This is good. We want to see a pullback. And then when we see signs of a reaction going back up, you know, want to take that long. We don't want to fight the trend. Currently the ATR is 18, almost 20, so we're still good. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see. All right. I'm looking at my other screens here to make sure to see what ES is doing. ES is the S&P 500. I like to look at that one because it usually copies or follows the NASDAQ or leads the NASDAQ sometimes, you know. So it's just good to see two confluences doing the same thing. That gives you a higher percentage of higher probability. If one is going up and you take a long, the other one starts going up, you know, your chances increase of winning. It is. Ask ChatGPT if you don't believe me. If ask ChatGPT if it's S&P going up and NASDAQ going up, should I take a long? It's probably going to tell you, yeah, it's probably a high probability that it's going to go up. Or give you a more detailed answer. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. Oh, so we got a little sweep. Sweep down. Looks like it bounced at that EMA 21 and pivot, kind of almost got to that pivot. I would say it's the EMA that's making a bounce. Remember, indicators are like a little behind. They're not super concurrent because it's what price has done. So more or less, I would say EMA 21 is like right here. So that's why there was a reaction. It bounced up. But let's see if it rips that. It has to break this pivot. So once a resistance R is broken, like it was, it'll usually come down, test it, see if it's valid, then it turns into support. If it rips right through it, again, it turns into resistance again. So yeah, just keep that stuff in mind. Just trying to teach you guys little tips and tricks that could help, hopefully. There he goes. There it goes. Looks like it wants to break that level. It's been pumping since yesterday. It's been pumping. So there is a lot of liquidity here, a lot of money for it to come, you know, fill and go right back up. That is the plan. A lot of people, I promise you, are putting limit buy orders around here, which is 25,741. I mean, I don't like to put limit orders. Again, I like to react to price and not try to predict exactly what it's doing. I like to react to what it's showing me. So that's why I really don't like doing limit orders. It could work out for those people. I'm sure they have their own strategy. But yeah, there he goes. It's coming down. There he goes. First 5-minute candle. There it is. 9:35 candle forming now. That was the 9:30 candle. So yeah, swept that previous day high. Now it's coming down to fill those orders. Let's stay patient. Let's stay patient. 15-minute open. Let's see how it reacts to this 50 EMA. This green line is the 50 EMA. So, yep. And ATR is at 22, so obviously it is increasing. More volume in the market, creating a bigger range. That's a good thing. Is this thing gonna pump more down? Pump. Shoot more down or pump straight up? We'll see. We'll see. Let's stay patient. If you're viewing this stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. It helps grow the channel and teach more people about trading. And yeah, let's grow this channel. Let's get Miami on the map here. So get on there. Let's go. I'm looking at some news here. See if there's any news. All right. Looks like it's right back down. If we look at the 1 hour candle, strong wick down. This thing wants to come down, probably fill these gaps again. What level is this here? 25,750. 25,750. VWAP. This is going to be a key level right here to find out if it wants to keep going down or if it's going to bounce right back up. So there probably is going to be a bounce there, you know. There probably is going to be a bounce there. It's already reacting to the EMA 50 on the 5-minute chart. This is the 5-minute chart. Let's see. I'm trying to see if ES reacts, how ES reacts. ES is pretty much doing the same thing on the 5-minute time frame. It's a little weaker. NQ is a little stronger than the S&P right now. There's 2 red bars down and 3 on the currently the NASDAQ. So, all right, this is it. Let's see if it breaks this EMA 50. It's right there. It's trying, but EMA 50 is 50 candles of the past, so that's strong. It's usually a strong EMA. Let's see if it wants to retest these lows down here. Fill this gap that's here. There's a lot of gaps to be filled. It's been pumping. Look at all these gaps. Boom, 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 boom. Those gaps are imbalances in price. Price moved so fast and strong up, it didn't give any time for sellers to get in. Again, that's what these imbalances in price are. Usually price wants to rebalance and get some sellers in there, fill some orders, and then it either keeps filling them, or hits a key level of buyers and boom. Again, a lot of buyers are by VWAP usually, or a lot of sellers are by VWAP. VWAP is getting closer, so let's see what happens. Look, it created an imbalance from that drop. So yeah, we're still waiting. 9:45 will be the 15-minute orb. We gotta stay patient. We gotta wait for the best setup. If this thing keeps ripping up, I mean, it's gonna be difficult, man. I like to see a pullback. Would this be the good moment to go long right here? Maybe, maybe not. You know, might want to retest big lower lows. You know, EMA 50 is cool, but VWAP is an EMA 200 candles. You know, it wants to test that area strongly. You know, that's all I'm saying. So if you know it wants to go down there, David, why don't you take a short? I don't like to fade the market. The market's overall trend for all night since last night is up. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna short it now. Like, nah, it's not my style. There's people that are scalpers and quick, and they want to take 5-10 points on 5 minis. Go for it. I just, I like to take good quality setups. I treat it like I got like 2 bullets in the chamber. I gotta make them count, or I'm cooked. That's the way I look at it. You're in a gun battle here. You only got 2 shots. That's the way you gotta look at it. That's the way you gotta look at it. So far, this range is pretty. I don't think it's that big, man. It's actually pretty small, which is not a bad thing. It can't break that EMA 50, man. It can't break. It's struggling to break it. Those people going short here are getting chopped. This thing is going psych, 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 psych. That's why you gotta stay patient. Just wait for a setup, man. No te desespere. Don't get desperate. Yeah, when this candle forms, that'll be the last 15 minutes. So let's see more or less how big the range is before it. So this is the top of the range is here. 94. 94 points, those little candles. That's a lot. ATR's at 23. So that's a pretty big range, guys. I mean, it's not. I've seen bigger. Obviously, they've put 120, 160, 160 points. So, yeah. Let's do that. All right. There you go. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, if it rips right back up and it closes above this, like, it might not want to come down. I don't know. It might not want to come down. I'm gonna start. Oof. Damn. Squeezing all those people that wanted it to go short and maybe tap VWAP down here. All those people that wanted to go short getting squeezed. They're like, what's happening? It's supposed to be going down. Hello, EMA 50, guys. It's bouncing. 30 seconds for that to close. I'm gonna set the orb range right here. So, oh, my bad. It's this one. Okay. Let's see. This is part of orb, so if this closes up higher, I gotta fix the orb. So far, ATR is at. Let's see when this closes. What ATR is at? Oof. No bottom wick. So yeah, that's your orb right there. We got 5 minutes to figure out to see what this wants to do. Oof. It's already breaking out. What's ATR at? Oh, I think it jumped hard. 27. That's not bad. It's high, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Should I trade all 4 accounts if there's a good setup here? Well, that candle's ugly. Looks like it tapped the top of that and completely hit a bunch of sellers. Poof. Pumped it down. Oof. Don't be a chop day, please. Don't be a chop day. Don't be a choppy day. Choppy days when it just goes sideways and it just kills everybody. We want to see a good stream, a good momentum, a good flow, either downwards or upwards. So, yeah. ES is going down still. So ES has not really shown a green momentum candle up like NQ. So that's a bad sign for NQ that it doesn't want to go up yet. I'm going to set up the orb on ES to get them on the same page. So bear with me 1 second here. Let's see what happens. That was 9:45. Uh-oh. Wow, the sun just went away. It got gloomy. Looks like it's going to rain now. You know what? Miami weather is wild. 1 second it's sunny, beautiful. The next second it looks like a hurricane is coming. And then the next second the sun is out again. It's wild out here. It's wild. You just never know. It's like NASDAQ. It's wild. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Reminds me of home. Yeah. It's looking pretty choppy right now, to be honest. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, it's a bit of a chop fest. So let me I want to mark the 15-minute orb here too. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get everybody on the same page. Everybody on the same page. All right, there we go. All right, and let me set up the orb on this one too. I want to make sure everything looks the same. We got 1 minute and 50 seconds on this candle still, so just relax, guys. Stay patient. Don't wait for the best. The best. Don't chase. Don't chase. The best setup. Market's been open for 15. Well, 18 minutes, 19 minutes. So just relax. Let's see here. Come on, NASDAQ. Figure a direction out, man. I hope NASDAQ didn't make its move all day. Just pumping. But like I said, I really would want to see this thing pull back, retest, tap some of these VWAP, EMA 200, and then after it does its see a nice strong wake up, green candle showing bullish momentum, and we'll go long there. That's really what I want to see. I think right now, if it breaks down, I don't want to take that. Like I said, the whole momentum is up, man. If I do take it a trade down, I'm gonna do just one account if I do. So I don't put that much risk out there. But again, I'd rather take a long today. I'd rather take a long. But I need to see good reaction. And again, this range is about 92 points. Usually my stop loss is about 50 points. So ATR is at 30 points right now. So it's getting bigger. Let's see. Those people that those people that took a long ride here, cooked, cooked. Super chop right now. Super chop. But again, like I told you from the morning earlier, I want to see price come down here and then go back up. That's the key. I know that, oh, but it's breaking out down. Sure. But look at EMA 50, how many times it's tapped EMA 50 and bounced, guys. So I really want to see something go up. And against the trend, you know, like, hard to say here. Hard to say. But you guys take whatever you want, you know. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Huge wick on the top of the 4-hour candle. It's just, currently it's choppy, guys. It's just, 15-minute looks crazy. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, it's like sort of a doji, and then the next candle is straight down right now, which is dumping. But you don't want to go short here, and then it bounces off EMA 50 again. Oh, and you're going to be like, dude. So, you know, let's wait for it to do its move down, sweep some of those orders, and then really pop back up. And if it keeps going down, then, you know, it has to show us strong signs that wants to keep, like it has to break for me to go short. It has to break a VWAP, has to break EMA 200, close down here, tap it again, tap VWAP, and then show me it wants to go down again. That's the only way I'm taking a short today. Real talk. I needed to close under these, retest the VWAP and 200, and then go down. Again, that's how the market moves. Up, higher highs, lower lows, higher highs, lower lows, higher highs, lower lows. You want to catch it in the momentum that it's going in. But you need those confirmations to keep your trade with the best possible entry. And then obviously you want to make sure that if you're going to go short, everything is showing that it wants to go short on the higher time frames. 1 hour, 4 hour, 15-minute, like you want to see you want to see ES dumping, you know, like you want to see ES that it broke VWAP. Also on ES, it broke EMA 200 on ES. Like those give you additional confluences. But like I said, what I really want to take today is a long, you know, so we'll see. A long is a buy market, or I do a buy if I see a good reaction up. So we'll see. Let's see. So if you're tuning in now and you don't know what this square is right here, this is the 15-minute opening range breakout. You mark the top and the bottom, and we're gonna wait to see the reaction on that. Gives you more or less the direction of which way the market wants to open. Like I was saying earlier, NASDAQ, we want to see a sweep down, test these lows, and create a higher high. But we're reacting to price action. We want to read price action and react to it. We're not gonna chase. We want to wait for those confirmations that tell us, you know, hey, this is a good setup right here. This thing, look at that. It just came right back up. It tapped VWAP, EMA 21, and just said, nah, pivot. That turns into support now. And it's not breaking that pivot, man. Super trend usually moves with price action. Strong to break that too. It wants to keep that bullish momentum up. Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's see. VWAP is getting closer every candle. You notice, look how slowly it's creeping up on it. It's creeping up. It's creeping up. It's creeping up. Because price is just chopping right here. Chop. It's in a range. It's in a current range. It's in the opening range. ETR is at 33. That keeps getting higher, so it's getting more volatile. Volume is pretty high. Um, yeah, let's see what happens. Looks pretty undecided right now. I mean, if you look at the which time frame was I looking at? Yeah, the 15-minute. It's chop fest. It's in the range. If you're a range trader that takes scalps, y'all loving this. But I'm a momentum trader. I like to go with the flow. I like going with the momentum. I start seeing a nice reaction that it's gonna pump. I want to go with that pump. You know. Let's see, man. This price action right now sucks. Sucks. Sometimes it be like this, man. We're gonna wait for that 10 a.m. hour candle. We're gonna wait for that 10 a.m. hour candle that opens. That next candle opens in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And let's see what that next 10 a.m. candle does. So. Look at this. Look at this. The sun is back out in Miami. 1 second, it looks like it's gonna thunderstorm. And the sun it's probably brighter than my lights for this video. It's crazy, man. Oh my God. That's a good sign. The sun has come out. It's gonna be a good mood. It's gonna be a good trade. If y'all notice, VWAP keeps creeping up. Keeps creeping up. Slowly but surely. It's going back down. Let's see if it could finally break that EMA 50 and see what it really wants to tap that VWAP. We're gonna see a big reaction when that happens. I think it's either gonna shoot a lot of sell orders and keep ripping, or it's gonna bounce like a basketball. If you do jump and watch this video, please hit like so I could grow the channel. That doesn't pay me, that just grows the channel. Hit like on the video, please. Appreciate it. Come on, NASDAQ. Figure it out. We're gonna see something crazy in 40 seconds. Let's see which way this thing wants to move. Let's see which way this thing wants to move. Come on. Come on. 30 seconds. Let's see. The struggle. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, whoa, broke super trend. That's why you see it flipped. It broke the price action of it going up. It got tight. It just started getting tight. So, boop, broke it. Probably gonna retest the pivot and maybe keep going down or shoot straight up. But right now, this is terrible price action on the 5 minute. This is chop, 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 chop. This is chop fest right there. People are getting murdered, massacred in there. Also, that was the 10 a.m. candle is the 4-hour candle opening also. So that's why it's usually a pretty big move. Let's see. FYI, ATR is at 34. ATR is at 34, so we're still volatile, but not insanely manageable if you manage it right. If you manage it correctly. Look at that. It just tapped the resistance pivot that's now, it was broken. Retesting that pivot. Let's see if it wants to keep coming down, and I think it does. Personally, I think it does want to come down and sweep this low. These lows here, there's a lot of liquidity and VWAP. So it's like a huge magnet right now to come here. Wants to sweep these lows. And then, of course, what happens when it sweeps these lows? Whoop, straight back. I think. That's usually what happens. But you never know. It might just keep ripping. I want to fill these gaps. So we just got to wait for the price to react and see what it does. ATR is at 34. Let's see. Average trading range. You know, we're getting a pump on the ES right now at the EMA 21. It's pumping. It did tap on the previous candle, third previous candle. It did tap the EMA 50, wicked straight back up. So there's a lot of strength down there. I don't recommend a short here, but you know, y'all can make your own decisions. You might think it's a good short. I don't. Unless you're scalping or something like that. But like to get 40, 50 points, it's gonna be rough. I'd rather look for that long, but I need to see a big sweep of the lows before I take a long. This video might take long today, but I'm gonna wait for the best setup. And if there is no trade and no setup presents itself, it's a no trade day, and it is what it is. You know, there's not every day is a good trading day, or not every day there's a good setup. It's that simple. I might make this live every day, but it doesn't mean that I have to trade every day. Especially if I don't see my setup or my confluences, you know. Patience. We gotta have patience. Let's put a little music so we have our patience. Y'all want to hear my other music? I have like 3 other songs, but obviously these are like elevator music songs. Let's see. I'm gonna switch it to the other one. Let's see. What's up? You don't like the guitar? These are YouTube songs, guys. You know, this is what they want me to play. This is what they have a license and copyright for YouTube. So, and this is what I liked, because I was hearing a bunch of their stuff. I was like, all right, I can manage that stuff. This thing is just in a range. Oh man. Is this gonna be one of those lives that are 3-4 hours? Nobody's gonna go replay this. I'll be like, man, this thing's longer than that Titanic. crazy? You're gonna watch David for 3 hours? You really want, if you watch me for 3 hours, I mean, listen, awesome. But I don't know if I would watch me for 3 hours. Unless I'm live. Like right now, yeah, I would watch myself live. But you know, like the only reason I look at this is if I take losses or whatever, it's good for journaling. And it'd be like, all right, well, I see what I did wrong there. You know, you want to journal your trades so you don't make the same mistakes and be like, man, I can't do that again. Why could I do? Like yesterday, I took a trade that I shouldn't have taken. Like that loss, I memorized that stuff, or now I have a video of it, and I'm like, yeah, that was a higher low before it went down, and I went long on it. So, and it was all the EMAs were above it. So, for me, definitely, you got to know when you're wrong, and you got to accept it and adjust, pivot your trades, and be like, man, what was I thinking? Why did I take that trade? You know, might have been impulsive. That's how you get better as a trader. All right, let me lower this music. Let me lower this music because it was probably going over me. Yeah. Let's see what happens. We are still in the range, guys. We are still in the range. Chop, 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 chop. Choppity, chop, chop. Anybody who's taking trades here is like, up, shit, getting killed. Up, getting killed. Up, getting killed. Oh, man. The struggle is real right now. The struggle is real. Let's see what happens. Oh, is it going to break down? Is it going to break it? Like I said, I want to see it sweep these lows. I want to see it hit. I never take a short into VWAP. I'll tell you that much. I've learned that the hard way. You got to give me confirmation that you're breaking VWAP and breaking everybody else. You know what I mean? But a short into VWAP, you got me messed up. You crazy. You gotta be crazy. A short into VWAP. This is the definition of a fake out, I think. I could be wrong, but I mean, I would say the probability of this going down is just it wants to go down. Don't get me wrong, it does want to go down, but a short into VWAP, I don't know. Look how it's reacting to the 50. Imagine VWAP and the EMA 200 here. It's gonna go let's say it pumps down hard, and then it's gonna go rah, rip right back up. So we'll see what happens. We shall see. Oh man, patience. Gotta have it. It's tough. You know what taught me patience, guys? Go play chess. Use that brain, man. Go learn how to play chess. That'll teach you some patience. I've been playing chess since I was young, since I was 15, 16. I did take some breaks, but it's like riding a bike sometimes. Like, it makes you concentrate and it opens your mind in different ways. So I know a lot of chess players that trade just because it's just as difficult. You know, I think trading is harder for sure than chess, and chess is pretty difficult. But you don't have to make trading difficult either. Like, you could just look for that one setup and boom. But anything you put your mind to, guys, you could do it. If you really want to do something, you know you could do it. And Like I said, there's $65 trillion in this market. We just need 0.00001, and that's like $1 million. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's a high chance. You're dealing with the best companies in the world. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. Um, yeah, there's a lot of money here, man. A lot of money. So, and I'm not even that greedy. I'm trying to get $100. And I know out of a $65 trillion market, $100 is less than a penny. Less than a penny. If you think about it, how crazy that is. Um, but yeah. What do you want to do, NASDAQ? Don't tell me you're going to range all day. Don't do this to me. If it ranges, then you know what? There's no trade. And you know what the crazy part is? The way this market works, the moment I get off stream, it'll probably finally make the move. And they'll be like, oh my God. That's just the way it is, guys. But guess what? Tomorrow there's another opportunity. There's always another opportunity. There's always another chance. So just don't chase the price. If you miss the setup, just wait for the next setup. Don't chase. Don't be like, man, I want to get in. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not good trading. That's gambling. Want to take the best trades possible. All right. Let's go. Again, guys, this is the NASDAQ futures market. My program that I'm trading with is Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader. So that's the program I use to day trade the NASDAQ futures. NQ. Or you could just watch me here, training with David, 305, 305. Let's go. If you guys have any questions about anything, you guys want to interact with me, you could send me DMs, or you could just watch me live and um, watch me live and subscribe and type in the chat. I'll respond to you guys. Any questions you have, like, David, I don't get it. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. I'll explain it as best as I can, guys. But you got to write it in the chat. I don't know if you don't tell me. What are those lines? What are those colors? What are the dots? What are the numbers on the right? I don't know. Like, you got to tell me so I could explain it to you and what you're looking at. What's that blue square? Um, why are the candlesticks bigger here and different than it's the same chart? This is NQ, this is NQ. This is the NASDAQ, this is the NASDAQ. This is just 5-minute time frame. These candles are 5 minutes to form. These candles are 1 hour to form. Which one do you think has more information? The 1 hour candle. So this is like looking at the ground from 50,000 feet up in the air. And this is kind of ground level. Just so you get an idea of what I'm looking at. All right, so my indicator created a swing high here, so it made those little dots. So it might now want to make a swing low. We shall see. We shall see. Super trend did switch here when this candle broke it. Super trend tells you the trend of what the market wants to do currently on the 5-minute time frame. Like I said, I want to see a big sweep down here and then a shoot up, and for it to shoot up, like, and for me to go for shorts, I need to see it break all these levels, retest the levels, reject off VWAP or EMA 200, or reject off EMA 50, and then come right back down. I am not taking a long unless it's above these EMAs. Just so you have my game plan in mind. Again, I probably explained it 100 times, but everybody gets on at different moments. And again, this is the price of NASDAQ, $25,900. You guys don't need $25,963 to trade NASDAQ futures. You could trade it with very low funds, maybe 100 or 150. I recommend you don't do a live account. I recommend you use a proprietary firm, a prop firm. I'm not going to tell you which one because I'm not affiliated with any of them. I don't have a hidden agenda for that. At least I'm not sponsored by any of them just yet. But yeah, guys. Definitely look into what prop firms are, if you do want to trade. And some prop firms cover the expense for the data for the NASDAQ, the CME network. That's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. That's what I'm trading on right now. Chicago Mercantile Exchange, CME. Man, if this thing goes to 11:30 and I haven't taken a trade and this thing just wants to go sideways all day, I'll just end the stream, guys, and tomorrow's another day. You know, like I said earlier, sometimes you don't want to waste all your day here just looking at the chart, because if not, you're gonna have issues. There's things to do in life, all right? We got things to do, people to see. So yeah. Oh man, super slow morning. Look at that. It's just pure chop. Pure chop. Price doesn't know what to do. But then again, there was news, like I pulled up earlier. It was in the morning. News at 8:30. There it is. USD unemployment claims. That was the positive news. That was at 8:30 a.m. So if we look here on the chart, 8:30, 8:30, 8:30. That was like around here. 8:30 was around here. This was 8 o'clock candle. So yeah, nice little pump because it was positive. But the market had already had just finished pumping. So it's running out of juice. It's running out of juice. It didn't go much higher. Look at this thing, man. These candles are just super slow. But don't be fooled. Just because these candles are small doesn't mean that there's not a lot of points in them. ATR is at 35. That's the average trading range. That's pretty high volatility. It's not super high. Obviously, I think yesterday was like at 50. That's why I only traded one account yesterday. Very low risk. Because it was super high. 35, not bad. Even up to 40, not too bad. Let's see here. I want to use the ruler so we can see more or less these candle sizes. They look small, but they're not that, there's a lot of points here. 42 points. That's pretty big. But that's why ATR is at 35. So, like I said, I usually have my stop loss about 50 points or less. Yeah, they might look small, but they're pretty big. Maybe if I do it like that, you can see how big they are. But no, let's do what they actually look like. That's the actual size. I'm just gonna move it here. But yeah, it's very slow, man. Very slow, dude. Appreciate you jumping on and watching. Make sure to hit that like on the so we could grow this channel, get it to more people, teach more people about trading. Um, you know, like this could change somebody's life. If I could just change one person's life for the better, of course. Um, job is done. Or not done, but it's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling. Let's see. Chop fest, man. Chop fest. Look at this. Wick down. Let's go down. Wick. The Bulls, the Bears. They are fighting it out. They are fighting it out right here at this EMA 50. They are struggling to break that EMA 50. When they break that, I think this is gonna rip down if it breaks it. But you keep getting rejection. Tapped it, rejection. Tapped it, rejection. Tapped it, reject. And it's tapping it again and it's being rejected. So there's only so many times it could hold the price before it rips right through it. So of course we have EMA 21, and that's why you see it goes back there, it touches EMA 21, boom, right back down. It's in this little range right now. It's crazy. There it goes. Taps EMA 21. Is it going to come down, or is it going to create a higher high? Hit the top of that wick here. Let's see. Whoop, right back down. It's struggling to break the pivot too now. Now it's just hanging around that pivot. The resistance pivot is back to resistance. Oh man, the struggle is real today. The crazy part is if you look at the ES, which is the S&P 500, it's now starting to it's slow grinding up, but it's still in the range. It's still in the range like NASDAQ, of course. It's a slow grind. And I'm glad I'm not in a trade. I'll tell you that. I'll be annoyed right now. I'll be stuck in that trade forever. Like, what's happening? I might want to make this a little. Well, let's see. What time does this? Let's move it to like 11:30. I'm not gonna be on the stream past 11:30. It's just not gonna happen. This was here. Oops. I gotta fix that. Well, no, that's right. That's right. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yep. ES is pumping. And of course, NASDAQ is following. What you gonna do? Here we go. What are you gonna do, NASDAQ? Are you finally gonna make a move? ATR is at 35. Oh, figure it out. Figure it out. I just don't like that it didn't sweep more low. It didn't retest VWAP. That's the only concern I have with taking a long. And if I do take a long, I think right now I'm just going to use the eval, because what I really wanted to see, like I said in the morning, is a good sweep down, retest these lows, swing lows, grab some liquidity, tap VWAP, tap EMA 200, and then see a strong reaction up. That would have been the ideal setup for me. But as you can see, this thing is just hesitating in which way it wants to go. If it ranges all day, again, if it gets, if these candles get to this line here, obviously it's 11:30, And I'm not taking a trade today. And it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I wanted to make some money, but you can't do what you want. You got to do what you see, you know. No trade is also a good trade. I know that it sounds like uh I don't know an oxymoron. Is that the word? I don't know. But, you know, that's a position also. Holding capital is a position also. So, yeah, man. You know, it did start looking like it wants to come down. If you look at the 1 hour time frame here, it does look like it wants to come down. We're gonna do this here, make it bigger so you guys see it better. But yeah, it's choppy, man. It's choppy. Again, where is, yeah, like I want to take a long because obviously the trend is up, but I want to see a healthy pullback. I want to see a little pullback, retest some lows, and then shoot up. Now, if it closes, you know, this is what the previous day high was. Um, it just sucks right now. It is what it is, guys. I'm sorry. Listen, I want to have a good day and trade, but if I don't see anything good, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna take it. Um, and I don't recommend you guys take it because right now, y'all gonna get chopped out. It's gonna go up. Oh, I'm going short, and it rips right back up. I'm gonna go long, and it rips right back down, and it's just gonna stay in this range that I boxed in. This is the 15-minute orb. It's just gonna stay in this range. You're just gonna get massacred in there. So definitely want to see a breakout out of that. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of tricky right now. Oh man, the struggle, the struggle, the struggle. ATR is at 36. ATR is at 36. So that means the average trading range is about 36 points. So yeah. You gotta have patience, man. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. If there is no clean setup for a trade, there's no need to take unnecessary trades. Absolutely. You want the highest probability of a trade to work in your favor, right? We want to manage risk properly, and we want to take the best setup to win. That's just it. Do we always win? Absolutely not. There's always risk on the table, and nobody's perfect. So, but we want to take good quality setups, and if nothing presents itself, just, there'll be another opportunity tomorrow. The market's not going anywhere. Guys, it's been here for hundreds of years, hundreds and hundreds of years. The stock market's been here. Way older than all of us. Um, Especially the futures. I think futures has been around for almost 200 years. Obviously, not like this setup. No, back in the day, you used to use papers, and I can't even imagine trading like that. But yeah, yeah. But look at that. It's just faking people out. People are like, oh, look, it's finally making a break. It's going to break down. Just wicks right back up. Let me see. This is about to close here in 6 seconds. As you can see, the timer is counting down, the 10:30 candle, 10:30 a.m. candle. Boom. It tapped EMA 50 again. Struggled. Tapped it, wicked right back up. And like I said earlier, like I want to see this thing come really far down and then show me a reaction up. I don't want to short into VWAP or EMA 200. I don't want to short into it. I'm not a scalper. I don't take 5-10 points. Sometimes I would do if it hits if it takes like 40-50 points and then my auto trail kicks in, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, like this is sometimes the way it goes. It's chop. 100. Oh man. Yeah, and it's not just choppy on NASDAQ. It's super choppy on the S&P 500 also. Like S&P is in the middle of the 15-minute orb. It's right in the center of it, just up, down, up, down, up, down. And if it continues that way, man, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. ATR is at 38. It is getting bigger. Obviously, that red candle showed a lot of volume compared to the last last three candles had a little less volume. But yeah, this one had a lot of volume. So maybe it finally wants to go down. I know it wants to test that VWAP. It's just struggling to break EMA 50. And on ES, I think EMA 50 is like around here. More or less, it would be if I were to guesstimate. Yeah. So every time it gets down here, boom, pops right back up because ES is popping back up. And remember, ES is a pretty strong confluence with S&P. I'm sorry, with the NASDAQ. NASDAQ has about 2,000 something companies. I think S&P is S&P 500, right? So it's got about 500 companies. These are the top companies in the world. Some of them are different, yeah, definitely. Some of the two companies are different, but they're pretty similar. Oh man, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? This thing is just chopping for already. I started this stream at 9. We've been chopping around for an hour and 30 minutes and 33 minutes. Look at this chop, chop, jump, 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 jump. See if anything happens, man. Let's see if anything happens. This discourages a lot of people sometimes because people get so desperate, or they're getting killed in this chop. Like right now, there's somebody. I promise you, there was somebody who was like, "Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to see, a break, a break of that pivot. It wants to go down and retest these lows. It probably does, but since it is chopping, you take the short once that candle closes. Rip, you're getting squeezed right now." Depending if your stop loss, most people put their stop loss at the end of that current candle or this candle here. This thing comes back, chops you out, then comes down. It's just, I don't trade these things, man. They're not high probability setups for me. Not saying that people can't look. Pop. Let's say you had it there, just popped you out. You just got cooked. Let's say you have it here. It's coming for your stop. It's coming. Let's say you had it right here. Let's see if it comes. I have my stop right above the other previous candle. Okay. Just keep watching. This candle's about to close in 10 seconds. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what happens in this chop fest. So let's see. Right back down. Oh. It wants to take these stop orders out. The people who took it short. Poop. I left it right there so y'all can see. So let's say you had your stop right around here, this area. It's coming for you. Boom, right there. You're cooked. You're cooked. So this is what a choppy market looks like, guys. You go short here, boom, rips right back up. You go long here, when this closes, it comes right back down. Um, so yeah. If you guys have any questions, anything, just put it in the chat and I'll answer them as best as I can. So if you don't understand, and there's no stupid questions about trading. You know, nobody starts knowing how to trade. Everybody um, starts not knowing, and then you make mad mistakes. And that's why I'm here, because I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did. And hopefully I could prevent you from making bad mistakes and things like that. If you are watching, guys, please hit like to grow the channel. Appreciate it. I appreciate if you hit the like button on the video. Doom, doom, doom. 10:36 I'm sorry, a.m. Man, it's bright out there. Oh man. Oh, the struggle's real. The struggle. You want to hear my jazz? Let's put some more of the jazz music. Calm y'all down. Relax. No need to be tense. No need. Let's take it easy, guys. Let's chill. Let's chill. I know this market's stressing you out right now, but you gotta relax. You gotta stay patient. You gotta stay disciplined. All right? All right, January 15th. What y'all gonna do today? What are y'all gonna do today? If you have patience to wait through this, maybe one day I'll do a live Asia session. There, you're gonna need a lot of patience because it moves slower than this. Yeah, maybe. I'll do a special one day for live Asia session, which is at 6 p.m. That's when the Asia session opens. So maybe 6:30 or 7, let the market move around a little bit and then we'll get in there. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna do a London session, I'll tell you that much. London's at 3 a.m. I'm gonna be nice and asleep at that time. I'll wait for New York in the morning. So yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave the music just right there. So you're not you don't completely fall asleep, or maybe you will. All right. Let me switch it up to the other song. It's a little more upbeat. A little more upbeat. Oh man, the struggle. Look at this, man. Look at this. Faked out everybody here. Oh, it's gonna switch. It hit a liquidity zone right here. Psych. Boom. 20 minutes on this candle, this 1 hour candle. Look at this doji. That's called a doji, more or less. Doji is an undecided candle. Doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. It doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. And that's not a good sign. Like I said, if these candlesticks get all the way to here, it's a wrap, guys. No trade. No trade today. But I hope I've given you some knowledge that'll help you out in your trading. And guys, I'll tell you this. Even if you get good at trading, well, I would say stick with your 9 to 5. Don't just quit everything and go into trading. Always have some income coming in. It's good for your psychology. Knowing that you have money coming in. Not everybody can trade 9 a.m. open. You can learn at 6 p.m. through the Asia session. You can learn at 3 a.m. You know, obviously markets open Sunday through Friday. Almost all day. There's a little gap when it closes from 5 to 6 on the NASDAQ futures. But and the other markets move a lot slower. I highly recommend practice with a sim account. Understand risk management. Backtest your strategy. Watch me. See what I look for. Implement that in your trading. You know, for NASDAQ. Now every market moves differently, different volatility. If you trade gold, if you trade all these other markets, candlesticks are pretty similar, but there's different ranges, different news for those things. You have to prepare yourself when you trade those different markets. You know. Oh man, the struggle. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm not leaving yet, but I appreciate you trading with David. 305. Miami? Yes, that's what 305. It's the area code. Yes. Because I'm sure there's 100 Davids, a million Davids on YouTube. And let's represent. Let's represent from Miami. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a bunch of traders in Miami. There is. A lot of Broward traders. Look at that. Look at that. What did I say? What did I say earlier if you look back on the stream? Uh People taking longs right here. Oh, because it's showing that it wants to go long. It engulfed this candle. It's in a range, guys. It's in a range. Unless it breaks out of here, we're not trading. You go long here, cooked. It's hunting your stop because it's gonna come down here. This is called chop fest. You know, a lot of traders right now are probably like there's nothing. I'm out. But I'm gonna stay patient. Like I said, I'll stay here until 11:30 just to see what it does. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching it. Oh, let me do that. Now it looks like a bigger red candle, huh? It is a big red candle. ATR is at 39 now. So, oh, broke that EMA 50. Does it finally want to break this low? Does it want to tap VWAP? Does it want to tap EMA 200? Figure it out. Come on, NASDAQ. Oh, is it going to close under the... Oh, so close, so close, so close. It broke it. Yep. But now it's probably going to shoot right back up or shoot down. It's going to hit that swing low, create a new lower low. Or not. So this was a swing low. We got a swing high. lower high. Is it gonna now make a reversal? Let's see, guys. We gotta see what price wants to do. We gotta see what price wants to do. Or is it gonna keep going lower? Because look at the 1 hour time frame. You can see this is a hammer. So far, there's 14 minutes left on this candle to close the 1 hour. This is VWAP on the 1 hour. Look at big imbalance here. We got EMA 200, EMA 50, VWAP. So, you know, again, like I told you, I want to see that. I want to see it come down. I want to see it retest this area. I want to see a strong push up. And I want to see it close above these EMAs here. Oh, there we go. Finally, do something. It looks like it's retesting VWAP on NQ and retesting VWAP on ES. It just tapped EMA 50 on ES. Obviously, it broke EMA 50 here on NQ. Coming down to test that VWAP. We're gonna find out now, moment of truth, if it wants to pop up or keep ripping down. Finally, it's making some sort of a move, something. Wow, the patience, guys, the patience. The patience it takes. All right, so it tapped VWAP. Tap the liquidity under that swing low here. Let's see if VWAP had enough buyers to pump it straight back up, or if it wants to retest EMA 200 before it shoots right back up. And that might be, like I said, I want to see a close above here. So if it comes all the way down here, closes here, wait for another pullback. It'll be like 3 o'clock already by that time, and then shoots up. Or it could shoot up right now. It could shoot up right now. I don't know. Just the 1 hour. The 1 hour is showing very bearish. 1 hour is very bearish right now. All right, there it goes. It's making its move down to the EMA 200, I think, to retest the lows. Obviously wants to fill this imbalance, I think. Let's see what happens. It just tapped VWAP also on ES. I know that it broke out here on NQ, but this candle for ES is the one that's going to break out of that orb on ES. But I think this is a fake out, to be honest. That's what I think. It might just flip and go up now, or come down a little bit more, then go up. Overall, I'm looking for the long. I'm just not. We just got to stay patient. Wait for this pullback to happen. $10 left on the 1 hour candle. Oh, man. Trading will teach you patience, that's for sure. Trading will test your patience. ATR is at 40, guys. It's getting up there. It's getting up there. It is pumping. Ooh, look at that bounce. Look at that bounce. I'm telling you, VWAP is strong. That's where all the banks and institutions have their orders usually at VWAP. So that's why it's a very strong indicator. A lot of traders use it, especially the banks. Who got more money than the bank? Or the banks. They got most of our money, man. Let's see what it wants to do at this level. It has to break this 25,818 down, retest 25,766, which is the EMA 200. Tap it, and I want to see a strong bullish reaction up from there. 25,766, 25,766 is around here. So it might want to go a little lower because on the 1 hour, that gap, at the bottom of that gap, has the EMA 50 and the EMA 200 at 25,746. So 25,746 is around here. So yeah, just a little lower, a few more points. So yeah, I think price wants to come to like around here and shoot up, or it could shoot up right here. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Looking like a hammer, at least on the 5-minute. This is a strong bearish move right here. I think it wants to fill these guys, man. I really do. Now, the thing is, the reaction it's gonna have here is the goal and the key to the success of the trade. We got to see how it reacts to this. There it goes. Just did a little move there. Broke VWAP. Now it's going to close in 3 minutes or so. 2 minutes, sorry. So yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's going to struggle around the VWAP just because a lot of orders there. So look at that. Undecided if it wants to go up or if it wants to break through VWAP. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. And we'll see if it really wants to break it or bounce up. What I'm looking for is it to close this fair value gap here in balance. So close above this fair value gap and the pivot. That would be a good bullish movement to the upside. But we got to stay patient and wait for that. So again, like I said, if this gets to 11:30, it ain't gonna be a trade. But if it gets there before 11:30, we'll take the trade. But we got to see what it does. Got to see what it does. And ATR is at 40.85, so 40 points on the 5-minute time frame. Oh, let's see what happens here on that VWAP. That purple line right there, that is the volume weighted average price. A lot of banks are hanging out around there, institutions, big buyers. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got a green candle. Looks like a good reaction. Like I said, I want to see a green candle close up here strong with force and strength. If that happens, we'll take a long. We'll take a long. I know, yeah. I'm doing the reverse orb at this point. Because if you would have taken a short here, whoop, how many points would that have been? Probably wouldn't be terrible. It's just you're fading the trend. The trend is up. Look at the trend, guys. So yeah, let's see. It would have gone up to here, right? So 45 points. That's not bad, but again, I don't like to short into VWAP. So whoa, take that out of there. But yeah, man, look at these movements. Something happened there. I probably just wanted a big order. It's like, oh, let me feel that. Boom, before I go up. And you guys can look at order flow. I don't. I try to keep it simple. Y'all can look at heat maps, see where all the buyers and sellers are. But you know, there's a lot of spoofing there. A lot of people put orders and take them off, and then you're like, oh, price is gonna go there, and then they take it off, and it doesn't go there, and it's a fake out. So it's just more stuff to look at. Let's, you know, I always say keep it simple, stupid, right? Let's not overcomplicate it. It's already complicated. Don't make it harder. All right, that's good. That's a good reaction. Let me see what it's doing on ES. ES is pumping too. We got 3 minutes more or less on this candle. Let's see something strong. Let's see something strong. You know, I want to see a strong reaction up. 5 minute has a huge wick on the bottom. And 5 minutes going to close in 2 minutes and 30 seconds also. So this candle is going to be key on what the next candle is going to do. Let's see. ATR is at 40. Whoa! Whoa! There it goes. Finally made a move. Look at that. Now we're cooking with grease. Okay, swept those highs, tapped the resistance pivot, came right back down, but that's looking really, really bullish now. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, that is a bullish pin bar, shooting star, whatever you want to call it. We got about 2 minutes left. Let's see how it reacts. If it stays strong and closes above those EMAs, we're going long, guys. We're going long if it closes strong. Now, if it shows weakness after that move, just be careful. But yeah, I'm gonna probably trade just the eval. 1 micro. We're gonna keep it. The ATR is at 40, so it's pretty high. Look at that. That's strong. That's strong. We still got a minute. Still got a minute. Let's wait till this candle closes to get the confirmation on ES. It is pumping hard. Notice that on the 1 hour, it has completely changed from a hammer, kind of a doji. So it could be a reversal. It could be a reversal to the upside. I've been looking for the up. I told you I wanted to see something come down, tap VWAP more or less, and then shoot right back up. Now, if it comes down, hey, you know what? I was wrong. But yeah, so far I'm looking to take this trade on a long once it closes. If it closes strong, hope you guys are ready. We've been patient enough, right? It's about to be 11. It's gonna be the opening of the 1 hour candle, so there's gonna be a lot of volatility on that next candle. So let's see. 20 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. It's coming. It's coming. All right. And here we go.
Order filled.
Let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see. That was strong, man. So, I mean, I think it wants to keep pumping. I think it still wants to keep pumping. Let's go. And we're gonna let it ride. If auto trail kicks in, um, if auto trail kicks in, then we're gonna let auto trail by itself. I'm not gonna touch it. If it stops me out, it stops me out. Whatever happens. But I have a good. I like that. I like that pump, man. I like that pump. I think it wants to go higher. You know. You see, there we go. We're getting what we want to get. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. 15, 14 bucks. 16, 20 bucks. 21, 23, 25. Come on. Come on. I know you want to get up there. I know you want to get up there. Since this trade took so long, this is probably going to be a one and done trade. Win or lose. Let's see. But it's a high probability setup, guys. This is a very high probability setup. It's just the only thing is volatility is pretty high right now. So that's why I only took, it's at 43. So my stop loss is about 50 points, or at 50 points. You can see it there on the screen. And I have it auto trail, I think at 40 or 45 points. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So far, it's looking beautiful. It's pumping. We're at 35, 37. You know, it's showing good bullish momentum. It reacted strong to that VWAP. It closed above EMA 21, EMA 50. Now we just needed to get to the top of orb again. Hopefully it's not a slow grind up and it just rips up there real quick. The top of orb is where I have my TP. Some people would probably set their TP, take profit up here at the swing high. I'm okay there because that's 120 and that's fine with me. Whatever you guys feel, you guys could take profits right now if you want. 30 bucks, 40 bucks, you know, it is what it is. Or you could just let it ride. You can let it ride. But we're looking for at least 120. All right, we're at 45. 45. Come on. Keep going. Push it. Keep pumping. Pump. Pump. Here we go. Hey, I'm just saying that was a good setup. That was a good setup. It just showed me it wants to go up, you know. Now let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. I'm gonna let it auto trail, and if it comes down and taps my auto trail, whatever, I'll probably leave with 11 bucks or 120 bucks. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But I did one micro contract, and we're at 41 right now. As you can see it on the screen. 50. Here we go. 53. It's going. It's going. A little bit more. Let's make it a one and done. I mean, we've been patient. We were waiting through all that chop. We're waiting for this move for a while. Let's go. Let's go. 50. 52. Come on. Come on. Come on, NASDAQ. Get to the top of orb. Get to the top of... I'm not even at the full top if you look at it. I'm a little below it. A little below it. So just tap it and then do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. 54, 56. We're going to get to 60. Next candle. Let's go. There we go. Oof. So close. Let me pull up so y'all can see it's not a fake trade here. All right, here we go. 48.58. You can see it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hit that swing high. This is the swing high. I've got to sweep that. Let's go. We're almost there. Don't start coming down. Let's get another little pump. Another little pump. Don't come down now. Don't come down yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's get another ripper. Another ripper. Let's see. Let's see. 55. 55. 60. It quickly hit 60 and then it came down. Let's see. Come on. Pump it. Pump it. Oh, don't do this. Not now. Come on. It's a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Let's get to the top of orb, guys. Let's go. Let's get to the top of the orb. Come on. Come on. You guys can take profit whenever you guys want if you're in that trade. Feel free to take the profit if you took the trade. But I'm going to hang in there. Come on. Come on. Flip up. Flip up. At least tap the top of orb. One time. Do it for me. Tap the top of orb. When I say the top of orb, this is it. This is the top of the orb, right? The opening range breakout. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. But everything looks pretty strong. I mean, look at the 1 hour here. Looks like it wants to get up here. It looks like it wants to retest this high again. And that's a good sign. That's a good sign. And you don't even have to want to retest this whole high. I think my TP is like around here. It's less than the high, so. Well, that's ATR is at 43, guys. ATR, average trading range. Come on. Come on. Start pumping. Let's get out of this. It did close out of the orb on ES, so that's why we're getting this bearish reaction there. Hopefully it just taps it. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds before this candle closes. And it doesn't want to go back into this dumbass range. And it rips right back up. Come on. Don't do the rangy thing again. Don't do it. I mean, it looks good on the 15-minute time frame, 4 hour. Everything looks like it wants to go up a little more. Looks like it. Back at 51, back at 55, back at let's go. Let's go. Pump. Come on. Let the auto trail kick in. We're almost there. Auto trail kicks in at 160 ticks. I believe that's like 40 or 50 points, maybe a little less. I don't remember, man. I'll Google it. I'll look it up because I get the ticks all messed up with the points sometimes. Oh my goodness, come on. I know you want to get up there. Don't do this. Get up there. Get up there. Come on. There we go. Let's flip it and rip right back up. Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if it is. Hopefully, it doesn't want to chop around again. Oh my goodness. So annoying. So annoying. Come on. Come on, just a little more. Let's get to the top of orb. ES got to the top of orb. Why can't NQ do it? Why can't NQ do the same thing and get to the top of the orb? Here we go. Okay. Yep, yep. We just gotta let it play out, guys. We just gotta let it play out and see what happens here. This was 9:45. Okay. Hopefully this pullback is not too deep and just rips right back up. Come on, man. It's retesting. I want to retest these EMAs again, retest the pivot, and hopefully come right back. So we got this nice strong movement, pull back here. Hopefully keeps going up higher. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, it tapped that pivot. It tapped EMA 21. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does if it taps that other imbalance. Let's see. Stay patient. You gotta stay patient. A lot of people probably moved to break even already and just got stopped out at $5. They got stopped out right here. Pope, stop those orders out. Now it continues riding up. Sometimes that. A lot of other people. You got to think of how the masses think. You got to think of how other people think and not do that. Let's see if it has enough strength to rip right back up here. We're up $25 on this eval. We need it to go. It might go up to here. Hopefully it doesn't come back down to test VWAP, because then we're cooked. But if it comes down, retest the strong EMA 50 and rips right back up, that'd be great. Or if it just rips right now, that'd be even better. So there you go. You could see price. If you can't see this here, you can see it here. You can see it here. And this is the weekly, how we're doing so far this week. So we're at 30. It was at 60. So at $30, now it's at 20. And you just gotta psychologically, mentally prepare yourself to see price move like that. A lot of people don't even have price. They don't even want to look at it. Psychologically, it messes them up. Some people just have it by points. Some people have it by ticks. It's whatever works best for you guys. Whatever works best for you guys. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Come on. Come on, NASDAQ. Let's do a reversal. Pop right up. Pop right back up. Come on. All right. Almost there. Almost there. At that EMA Almost at that EMA 50. I think it wants to retest that. It's testing right now the resistance pivot, and it might break through that and then retest EMA 50 and bounce right back up. So let's see what happens here. All right, there we go. There we go. Let's go. Let's get a pump. Come on. That it looks like it wants to start going up now. Come on. Get up there. Tap that EMA 21. Come on. Let's get a nice rip. Let's get a nice rip. Let's go. Here we go. 24, 26. All right. All right. Here we go. And we're back. We're back above the 30s. We're back about 35 now. All right. Keep pumping. Come on. Let's go here. Let's go. Oh, all right. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. Let me see how ES is doing. Yeah, ES looks like it wants to break out of the orb again. We needed to break out of orb and do a nice little pump. Tap the top of orb so I could hit TP on NQ. Come on, buyers. Where the bulls at? Let's get the bulls in. Let's take control. There we go. Let's go. And here it is. Let's get up here. Let's get up here. Come on. Come on. I think if we get up to here, my auto trail will kick in. I think around here, you'll hear it go cha-ching, cha-ching. And cha-ching means that the stop loss from negative 100 will go into profit because anything above this line is profit, right? So if my stop loss goes here, it'll tell you how much I would win if it hits my stop loss. Obviously, might take profit right here, 120. We're at currently $50. If you're okay with $50, just hit close on your trade and you stay at $50. It's whatever makes you feel better about your trade. Come on, NASDAQ. Get up there. Let's go. Let's go. Squeeze all those people that wanted to go short right there. There we go. There we go. Back at 60. Oh, we were there for a second. Back at 60 bucks for a second. Millisecond. No, don't do this. No, no, no. You got a minute. You got a minute and 10 seconds left. Oh, no, that's ugly. Come on. Come on, get up there. Don't do that. It did create a higher high. So barely, but off these candles. So that's a good sign. We just needed to close green. We don't want this to close red because then we are in trouble. We need this to go a little higher. We need this to go a little higher. Come on, come on, come on. 45. Let's get a rip. Let's get a rip up. We got 27 seconds left on this candle, I believe. Yeah. 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 I'm not crazy. There we go. There we go. Back to 60. Let's go. Let's get a strong bullish momentum to the top of orb. I know you can do it. I know you want to do it. You got a lot of liquidity here. You tested VWAP. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go. Dale. Let's go. ATR has gone down a little bit. It's at 39, so losing a little Little strength, not much. It was at 42 or 43. But yeah. Oh my God, don't chop around here, please. Don't chop here. Just rip up. Rip, rip. How we doing over here on ES? Okay, it's retesting the top of orb again. Hopefully it could just reverse and go straight to the top. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you're almost there. I mean, it's looking beautiful on the 4-hour. It's looking nice on the 15-minute. As you can see it here on the 1-hour, looks great. Let me pull this up a little more. So yeah, this previous candle on the 1-hour was at the previous day high. So yeah, we definitely want to get at least above there. And I think we'll take risk off the table completely once my stop loss goes into the profit. And then we just we could just relax. But right now, until this doesn't get above there, we can't relax. Even though we gotta relax. Just gotta let it ride out. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, shooting star. Shooting star. Come on, 71. We're getting there. That's a shooting star. That is a shooting star. Come on. Oh. Oh, I lost all its flow. Let's see. Well, I mean, it looks. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of sellers right there, man. The moment it gets there, it just. Let's go. Let's push through that. Let's get a big buyer. Let's get a big buyer and come in. Come in and push this market up just a little more, guys. Just a little more. I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for a few more points. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left, more or less. Let's go. Let's get above these highs. Let's get above these highs. Come on. I mean, this is looking pretty. Tell me that's not nice. Tell me that's not that's a pretty 1-hour candle right there. Does it want to get to these highs up here? I hope so. I don't even need all that. I need it like around here. What is 945? 945 is right here, more or less. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my God, it's playing with my emotions. Come on. Hey, there we go. We're in profit, guys. We're in profit. There we go. No matter what happens, we're not leaving with less than $22. Hopefully, it doesn't come right back down here. I got my stop under the candle. So if it wants to make a lower low, I'm cooked. But guess what? It hit 160 ticks. So that's why the auto trail kicked in. And can't lose now. We cannot lose, guys. There is no way unless some crazy candle news and it rips through my stop loss and there's slippage. It's the only way. But hey, things happen. It's just one account. It's an eval. But let's get that 120. Come on. It just hit that swing high, so hopefully it doesn't come down and tap my stop loss. And it just keeps ripping. Come on. And it did hit that swing high on the 1-hour, so hopefully it doesn't come down. Let's hope it keeps pushing to this swing high. That's the one it really wants. The one it really wants is up here. So, but either way, guys, we can't lose. We can't lose on this trade. We stayed patient. I waited for a good setup. And here we are. You guys could have taken profit at 50. Looks like it's gonna stop me out. But you know, take profit at 80. I think it went all the way to 80 at one point. I'm pretty sure. Let me move this because it's already 11:30, almost about to be 11:30. And I said I was going to close the stream, but we're in the middle of a trade, so I'm not closing nothing until this wins or loses. Well, we can't lose or hits the stop loss. So this is a win-win 99.9. So yeah, this red line here is your stop. This will take me out of the trade, but it'll take me out at $22 as a win if it taps it. If it taps up here, you get 120. If I close it right now, 50. So this is how it plays with your head, man. And you got to be okay if you made 22 bucks, even though it went to $80. This thing plays with your head, and that's the reason people overtrade, because they're like, man, I could have made 80. Nah, I'm gonna go in again, and then they take a bad trade, and then they lose the money, and then they're trying to get that back. Can't do that, guys. Can't do that. You gotta let it ride. And sometimes there's people that don't even do this. They'll just leave it down here and leave it at 100. And sometimes they win or sometimes they lose. And it's just a matter of what's good with you guys and how you want to trade. You know, you guys do your back testing, test out the strategy, see what works for you guys. Everybody trades differently. This is how I like to manage my risk. Yeah, I've been here since 9, and I finally took a trade at 11 o'clock. Look, it's gonna stop me out at $22. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is, you know. Sometimes it's like that. It might not stop me out, you know. It might reverse and go to the moon, but those are the chances I'm willing to take. Everybody's risk and threshold is different, but remember, there's always risk on the table whenever you trade. Look at that. Kind of edged the stop. Didn't tap it, but it edged it. But it's losing. It's definitely losing strength. You look at the 1 hour there. Yeah, looks like a wrap. Whatever. Another break-even day. Not a loss, though. Not a loss. Not a loss. So, hey. And... oh, man, it's playing. It's playing around. It's playing around with me. It's playing around. Yeah, it's going to go down, though.
Stop filled.
Yeah, you see? Oh, wow. Look at that. That's slippage. That is slippage. Because it was at $22. It went down so fast. That's the only spot I could fill the order. So I ended at $13. It was so fast. Faster than a blink. And that's why I'll tell you, there's no guarantee, even if you're in profit. You know? Because look at that slippage. That was supposed to be about 20 bucks. Ended up being 13 bucks. So it's another break-even day. It's about 11:30 almost, 11:28. I've been on stream for a while. I got a couple of things to do. I appreciate you guys for watching the live. I appreciate you guys that tuned in, that commented. Make sure you hit like. Tomorrow, I'll be on here again at 9 a.m. And we'll do it again. Hopefully it's a better day. This was just a chop fest until this time. You know, it didn't work this time. I didn't want to take a loss after that. But you know what? It wanted to tap me out, and now it probably goes all the way up here. And that's just the way it is, guys. You got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with that. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. It was a long day of chop. See you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. Hopefully we get a good setup, man. We're trying to hit something good. ATR is at 39. It's pretty high. So, all right, guys. Y'all have a phenomenal day. Be productive out there. If you stay trading, good luck. Manage risk properly. Don't go on tilt. Thank you for viewing the show. Alrighty. Take it easy. Thank you.